Hey, it's Breezy breaking down the next GFL2 major patch, Chiral Redundancy. We have 2 new characters, and we're getting 2 free characters along with it. So the first character on the first half is going to be OTS-14. She's going to be very strong. She is an Omni element, which she can work with about every element, every team. Yeah, she's going to be very strong. Be on the lookout for that. Basti will also be the scheduled rerun on the first half. Here is OTS-14's weapon. It's a very strong weapon. It grants 20% defense ignore, and it's pretty much the best AR for 90% of the AR units in the game now. Next up is Nemesis Gnosis, who's one of the free units we're getting here. You can acquire her and her weapon for free from events, but to get multiple copies, you're going to have to grind for those to get like V6 of her. But yeah, she's a corrosion sniper rifle again, but she has a lot more power this time than her 4-star version. Here's her weapon, the Sybil. And yeah. Second half character is Soppo. She's an ice assault rifle character, and she works well with ice and fire teams. And we'll talk about some of her power later. Here's her assault rifle. She also does fire and ice bonus damage. First skin on the first half here is for OTS-14. They didn't talk about accessories with this skin, but they did mention it might have some story significance. So that's in the first half, along with the new Klukai skin, her maid outfit, from winning that fan vote event earlier on in the year. Here she is. She also has swappable accessories for her top, her skirt, and for her legs. And it comes with a matching gun skin that you can also purchase. And then they announced this weapon skin for Leva, one of her older skins, the dress with like the dress, her purple dress skin. That's supposed to match up with this weapon. And then we got Chiwa in a bunny outfit, also on the first half. They didn't show any accessories for this one either. And then moving on to the second half skins, we have a gacha skin for Springfield. Yep, this one's gacha, but which means we're getting some free pulls for that too. Here is the first option for it, or the first customization. Here is the second one. They said this is more flowery. We'll see in game. And here's the third option, just a swimwear with a little cover up on the shoulders. Yeah, they didn't show a weapon skin to match it though, which is a little odd. Usually they all have custom weapons. And here we have Soppo's skin for the second half, which is fully customizable headgear, top, and pants. And then they showed Lewis also getting a bunny skin. Every character's getting a bunny skin pretty much. And then Alva is also on the second half with her skin here, kind of a schoolgirl kind of thing, with a matching weapon skin to go with the Alva skin. And I think that's all for these skins. And here they start talking about new mechanics, and they have a lot of them. Here is a new tile system. It's basically summarized down to tiles now have reactions. If you see on the left hand side here, the Bring Brighter Fire is a reaction between fire and fire, and on the right hand is just one tile of fire. So basically all tiles have reactions to all the other elements. Like fire has corrosion, ice, electric, they got all of them, and you can mix and match all of them together. But they also have, you can match the same elements to get, they just all have reactions now, the tiles. And the tiles don't overwrite each other. So if you throw ice on top of fire, it won't overwrite, it will just make that new tile. The first event coming is the Nikkei style event, where you're just shooting enemies coming down the beach. We got OTS-14, Klukai, and Tololo on this event. And then they introduce a new platoon event, which you have to pick, like, there's 3 factions you have to pick from. And then it turns into this kind of map thing, where it's kind of similar to GFL1. But you want to go around and defeat some enemies, and you get points, tickets, and then it turns into this, where you use your tickets to fight bosses to get even more rewards, which turns into unlocking these new units, which are like fire team units, which increase your combat power. I showed this particular unit with the Rocket Mania ability, and it's basically they shot a rocket from off screen and it like took out a unit on the far back of the screen. I don't know. You're gonna have to mess around with this stuff. Basically, it's just a nice upgrade to all your damage, I guess. We'll have to see in game. It was a very, very long explanation. The explanation for this mode took 10 to 15 minutes probably. The tower mode is coming back. We get those nice tickets. Yeah. How did you guys do in the tower mode last time? I reached level 50 and then I just stopped trying to progress it. We have a new soiree mode, featuring a new cutscene with the new nemesis. We have the vampire survivor mode with a new OTS-14, who wants to take damage to deal damage. So you kind of have to live on the edge there, intentionally taking some damage to deal more damage. That's her powers. We have a new free rewards 10 pull on the first half and the second half. We have free 30 pulls for the skin gacha across this patch. And then we have a new banner, which is a free character or a free weapon. You get the pulls for free through missions, and it has every character and gun up to the first anniversary, which is the Leva Robella patch. I don't know if Robella counts because she was the second half of the anniversary. They do show Robella there on the, or Leva on the right hand side there. I wish they showed Leva so we'd know like where the cutoff is. I don't know if the cutoff is Leva or Robella. We'll have to see. I would love a free copy of Robella. But yeah, it's every free character from the first year of the game, and all the pulls you get for it are free from missions. So that's pretty awesome. Here is a returning players event, which has sign-in rewards, and you basically get doubled resources for all the energy you spend when grinding up stuff. The new Covenant updates for new Nemesis. If you already coveted Nemesis, you don't need to covet her again. We have OTS-14, we have Soppo and Nagant. We have an expansion for Robella here, my girl. And she basically creates more ice tiles. Anytime she shoots, she creates ice tiles at her feet. Don't know how useful that's going to be, creating them at her feet, but we'll see. And Alva is also getting an expansion, increasing her shielding power. So a lot of buffs coming to the ice team with the release of Soppo. Here is an upcoming concept art for a Groza skin. The 4-star Groza, not the new one. So it's a Christmas themed outfit coming later in the year, probably more toward Christmas, you know. And then they teased this upcoming mode, who it's kind of like the one mode we already have where you just run around. But this time, as you see on the right hand side, there's an aiming mechanic, and it's like you control your character running around, and then on your mouse controls where you can aim around the screen. You control your vision, and it looks awesome. Looks like a better mode of the one we already have. And here is the complete calendar. It's a 42-day patch, 21 days each on each side. And here is the rewards section. That free character banner is running the entire patch, so no need to rush. This looks like a really great patch, and we get 2 free characters. One is Nemesis and one we get to select, so I can't wait for that. And there's going to be two strong units on the banners. I did forget to mention that the second half rerun is going to be Lorelei. It's going to be her turn in the spotlight. And I imagine there's going to be more characters rerunning alongside with them. But yeah, that's our patch, Chiral Redundancy. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully the summary was very good, because the live stream was like over an hour. I had to really try and condense it. But I'll see you guys when we pull for OTS-14. See ya!